Hi, my name is Zazie Beetz, and I am going to be showing you my skincare routine today and a fun little daytime look. I have my hair in braids because I'm shooting Atlanta, actually. I don't really mind changing my hair for certain things. I always really try to feel like the character is the most important part. Doing braids or, even straightening my hair, which I haven't had to do yet for anything. I feel like if the character needs it, then the character gets it. The first thing I do every day is I cleanse my face. I use the Soy Fresh cleanser. I've been using this for years. The only thing that is like actually a routine in my life is brushing teeth and washing face every morning and every night. I don't care how late it is. I don't care how tired I am. I wash my face. I'm gonna put a good amount. And I'm just gonna go to town on my face. Try off. Every now and then I'll do a lip scrub from Fresh. Okay, so I'm all exfoliated. I'm gonna wipe it off. I feel invigorated and fresh. The first thing in the mornings, I always moisturize, and my favorite thing to use is True Botanicals. This one's the Clear Pure Radiance Oil, which is an oil that's like supposed to help with acne or, managing breakouts. It's also sustainably made. I don't like wearing a lot of makeup. I actually generally don't wear any makeup unless I'm working a red carpet or if I'm like on set. I have not a love-hate. I have more of a hate relationship with SPF. I just find it's really hard to find something that doesn't turn me blue, that doesn't kind of break me out. A lot of them make my eyes sting. So I've been really, really trying. Right now, La Roche-Posay is the one that I'm enjoying. So I rub that in. That adds another little moisturizer. I lip balm again, Fresh. I like their caramel lip balm. Cocoa butter. I've used this my whole life. My grandmother, my mother, we all use Palmer's cocoa butter. I kind of use this as like a perfume in a way. And I just think it's important to stay moisturized, keeps my skin very supple and soft and feels healthy and feels good. That's really it for like my skincare in the morning. I like to keep it very simple. All right, so now I'm going to start my makeup look. I very recently realized that primer is in fact a good thing to do. I've been using Fenty Beauty. I'm going to put on a little bit of foundation today. Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder. I think this looks very much like skin. I haven't gotten much sleep the last few days because I was traveling. But I just put it on like this area, really, that's it. I have definitely had questionable experiences with makeup artists. This is more of an issue for me with hair than it is for makeup. I want to say, I think it's gotten better, but if I'm meeting a new person to do my hair, I'm always very anxious because I'm particular about sort of what I like and aesthetically and stylistically. I just like the free texture, and I find it hard to find people that get that and then also that just know what to do with it. Now I'm gonna use Fenty Beauty. Their whole blush line I think is so fun. This one is Cool Berry. I've been really into like a pinky kind of situation recently. I just like kind of looking kind of really fresh and springy. And I put it on my nose too. So I just have this eyeliner from Wet n Wild. I like to extend here a little bit. I'm a little nervous. Usually eyeliner isn't a thing for me. Again, Fenty Beauty. When I layer like a powder over this liquid thing, It just makes it stick to my face better, and I do that a couple of times. This line that I'm creating won't melt off. I like to tightline a little bit. So this is an eyebrow pencil from Wet n Wild, and I'm gonna use it as an eyeliner. I like that it's sort of this like off gray and it's not a really harsh black. I usually just tightline here just to make my eyelashes look a little fuller. I like to kind of like elongate my eyes. I don't like lifting. Every day when I do my makeup, I really base it off of like, what do I feel like wearing? And then every day is kind of different. I mean, I have my basic shapes that I like I like this little sort of almondy pulling out, you know, I kind of generally stay true to the shapes. This is cliche to say, but it feels like a canvas. Like I like to draw. I draw a lot. And so for me, makeup is like ooh, I get to like draw on my face. So I like to, you know, I'll do stars or I'll do all kinds of stuff. I don't do anything to my brows. They're furry and they do their little thing, and I have little hairs down here. Since doing red carpets, I've been introduced to the idea of like brushing something through them. But sometimes I don't know, it can be fun to like have a little bit of I guess make them look even a little more bushy. I learned how to do my makeup through trial and error. Honestly, I really didn't wear makeup. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup until I was 17, and then it took me a long time to even get used to like mascara. I'd put it on and be like, this is a lot. Honestly, when I started auditioning, really, you know, casting agents literally told me like, girl, you need to put on some makeup. Because I wasn't. And so I tried to figure out like, what's a nice sort of like basic look I can do, and I went to Sephora and I would just spend hours there like trying different stuff on, you know, because I didn't want to buy a bunch of stuff because I just didn't have the money. By doing that, you know, I started developing different kinds of audition looks, I guess, and also grew my makeup collection more, and I found more fun and more pleasure in playing with it. I'm gonna put on a little mascara. I'm gonna try my tried and true for my bottom lashes. I like a bottom lash. Makeup and acting, I think, is really important. For me, one of my biggest sort of transformations when I'm doing a role is like costuming, hair and makeup. And sometimes it's really hard for me to divorce myself from what I like versus what my character would like. But I have to honor the character. It is such a cool thing to like, you feel it click. You're like, oh yes, this is the character, this is the person. It's important to, I think, know how to collaborate and, you know, also be able to give your makeup artist creative license as well, and that you two communicate well and can figure something out together. Next, I'm gonna apply lip liner. I have this Yves Saint Laurent. I have to say, I've truly never met a better lip liner. So when I do lip stuff, I like to generally cover up my Cupid's bow. I guess it's a little bit of an overlining situation as well. Then I go over that with Fenty Beauty Goji Gang. I think something I've sort of taken, at least from my time I've spent in France. I lived in France for a year. Simplicity, which is so cliche, but like, I feel like choose a thing, accentuate it, and let everything else lie in a way. I think the classic like red lip and then nothing else, I think is really sexy. And when I do red lips or something in my own life, that's something I usually try to do. I kind of keep everything else really simple. Maybe I'm like, should I do a little hard? Or should I do a little freckly situation? Maybe we'll just keep it simple. We'll do a little heart today. I'm gonna go in with my purple again. And I have this natural little beauty mark right here. And so I think I'm gonna land my heart there. I have to say, I'd go out like this. It feels friendly to me, and I felt friendly. thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, this is my makeup that I would do. All right, bye, and thank you, Vogue.